Hey there! Today I'm reviewing the NECA Cult Classics David figure from the Lost Boys. So I went to Toys R Us yesterday looking for the DC Universe versus Masters of the Universe Classics figures at Toys R Us, which they didn't have. They still haven't hit my city. We're like the last place in the country to get toys. I live in Ohio, by the way. But what I did find is this guy, David from the Lost Boys. And if you saw my Beetlejuice review, you know I said I was looking for this guy, but they didn't have him last time I was there. But they do now. So I picked him up. I also got I got the Iron Man and War Machine from the 4-inch. Got these guys from the 4-inch comic book series, movie, whatever they are. So I'll be reviewing those pretty soon too. But here it goes. Lost Boys is a great movie. It's one of my favorite vampire movies. It's really cool. It was directed by Joel Schumacher, who also did the terrible Batman and Robin movie in '97 with George Clooney. Stars Kiefer Sutherland as David. You know, really cool. Now, it turns out that this guy and the Beetlejuice that I got, they're re-releases, some sort of re-releases. So he came on this like little cardboard blister pack, instead of like the clamshell, which the Beetlejuice figure, it was a re-release. I don't care, no big deal. This guy though, that is a big deal because he's missing some accessories. Just gonna start off by saying what he doesn't have that the original release had. So actually, you know what? I think I'll just I'll start with the figure and then I'll talk about that a little bit later. But here is David, the vampire teen played by Kiefer Sutherland in the Lost Boys. This is his vampire head right now. He's also got his human head. Well, his more human head, I guess I should say. But there it is. It just has a little ball joint and you just stick it in the socket. Goes on really easily. So there he is. But I like this one a little better, so I'm gonna keep that on. But he also has interchangeable hands. You can swap those out for gloves. Oops, didn't get it in there tight enough. There we go. So you can just pop those out, and it's just a little peg there, and you can just peg the new ones in. And then here's what's wrong. The original release of this figure had interchangeable feet. You can pop off his vampire feet, and then he had shoes that you could put on there. So if you want to have, you know, just a regular David, just, you know, not looking vampiristic at all, you can have him there. Except with this release of the figure, he has to be barefoot all the time because NECA didn't give us the shoes, which I have no idea why. I personally would have rather had the shoes and not these bare feet than having the bare feet and then not including the shoes. That really made me mad. I almost didn't buy this figure because of it, but I wanted it really bad, so I did. But I'm just so I don't know, I'm so disappointed that they didn't give him the shoes. Like, if I want to just have regular David on display, he's gonna look like he's homeless because he has no shoes. It's terrible. But I'm gonna see if I can find some. I might just pick up a whole nother figure on eBay if I can find one cheap, like a loose one, and then maybe I'll just have one on display with the shoes and the gloves and the regular head, and then have the other one on display with the vampire head and then the claws and then the bare gangly vampire feet. You know, maybe, I don't know. If I can get one really cheap, I'll do it. But you know, while I'm touching on that, I might as well just go ahead and say the original release of this figure also had a really nice display base that you could peg him onto to help him stand up. I forget exactly what it was. It was like a tile floor with like a countertop or something. Not a countertop, but I don't know. And then it had the Chinese food with the maggots in it, like in the movie. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. When he used his mind control powers on Michael to make him think the Chinese food was maggots, but it wasn't. It was actually just white rice. But anyways, back to the figure. Here he is. I'll put all his vampire stuff on so he doesn't look as weird being barefoot. Yeah. Just pop his hands in there. And pop his vampire head in. Well, comparison, this head looks like, you know, just like a regular sort of human guy. It's sculpted really nicely, painted really nicely. It looks great, and this one also looks great. You know, it's a little more pale, and they have like the little like highlights. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it looks great. Just, you know, it's sculpted really well too. Like I said, I like the vampire head a little better, just because it looks more creepy, I guess. Anyways, articulation for this guy, he has the ball joint at the neck, you know, can do whatever. He has the ball joint at the shoulders, and then he turns at the elbow, and he twists at the wrist. This arm also has a ball joint in the elbow, and it also, I mean at the shoulder, and it also twists at the wrist. But there's really no, I mean at the elbow, not the wrist. It twists at the wrist and it twists at the elbow. But there's no point of having the elbow articulation really, because it doesn't do anything. It just rotates pretty much. He also turns at the waist, and then he moves at the feet. Another thing, he comes with the bottle of blood, like in the movie. It's sculpted really well. There's a lot of detail on there. It looks great. He can't really hold it in any of his hands, as far as I can tell. I think I've tried it in every hand he has, but I can't get it. So, actually, oh, there we go. It'll hold it in this hand. There we go. Crap, now I can't get it. Alright, now he's holding it. So that's cool. I love this figure. I just really wish he had the shoes. And I'm sure some people don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is. I really want the shoes. But this was $10. Just like the Beetlejuice figure. I'm pretty sure those were cheaper than they originally were when they were released in the first place. I think they were probably like $15 to $17, and then now they're $10. So it's a great deal. You know, I definitely recommend it. I also want to show off the box real quick. It's pretty much the same as the Beetlejuice box. I mean, the same setup. The background is a little more detailed. I said the Beetlejuice one was a little bland. This one is actually pretty cool. If you can see, it has his face right there, and then there's like some black designs that kind of look like blood, like dripping, or maybe spider webs. It's very abstract, but it's really cool, I think. And then up here, you know, up here it has the Lost Boys logo on the back. It has a picture of the figure, Lost Boys, up there. Cult Classics has a little little read up, and then the other figures. But definitely, if you're a fan of the Lost Boys, you definitely want to pick this up. Leave a comment down below, tell me what you think. You know, give this video a nice big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to this channel for more awesome reviews, and have a nice day.